This tiny box is the part people missed. On stage, Lisa Su did not show a rack, a cloud cluster, or some future concept. She held up a compact AI development system and said it can run models up to 200 billion parameters locally. That is the hook. Not faster chat. Not another chatbot subscription. The claim is that a lunchbox-sized computer can move serious model work back onto your desk. The viral post says this kills a $440 monthly AI stack. That is a spicy headline. The real story is more useful. If you are paying for several AI products because cloud models are the only way to get large model capability, Ryzen AI Halo changes the math. So in this video, we are going source by source. The AMD stage clip, AMD's own developer platform post, GMKtec EVO-X2 product page, the Qwen 3235B claim, the pricing gap, and the trade-offs. By the end, you will know whether this is actually a subscription killer or just the first serious local AI workstation for normal people. Here is what AMD actually says. Ryzen AI Halo is a compact AI developer platform built around Ryzen AI Max Plus 395. AMD says it can run models up to 200 billion parameters locally. It also says the system can use up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory, with CPU, GPU, and NPU sharing the same pool. That unified memory part matters more than the marketing. Most consumer GPUs hit a wall because VRAM is separate and limited. The model either fits in graphics memory, or it gets slow and messy. Here, AMD is pitching one large shared memory pool for local inference, local agents, and model development. AMD also lists the tools this platform is supposed to support: PyTorch, VLLM, Llama.cpp, Ollama, Comfy UI, and LM Studio. That is important because the buyer is not supposed to learn an exotic AMD-only workflow. The promise is that developers can prototype on Linux, deploy on Windows, and keep using familiar local AI tools. That does not make it magic. It does make it the first x86 platform where running cloud-sized open models locally stops sounding like a stunt. The consumer version in the post is the GMKtec EVO-X2. Its product page lists Ryzen AI Max Plus 395, 16 cores, 32 threads, Radeon 8060S graphics, and up to 128 gigabytes of LPDDR5X memory. The headline claim on the GMKtec page is Qwen 3235B support. Their page says the 128 gigabyte version can run Qwen 3235B locally at about 11 tokens per second, with a very low client token time. That is not frontier cloud speed. But it is a very different category from a small laptop running a 7 billion parameter model. The page also points to privacy, local knowledge bases, and local app access as the reason this exists. That matches the AMD framing. The value is not only tokens per second. It is that your prompts, files, source code, and private documents can stay on hardware you control. For visuals, this is why the EVO-X2 is interesting. It is not a giant workstation tower. It is a compact box with a chip designed specifically to make local large model inference practical. Now the money claim needs a sanity check. The post uses a heavy user stack, Claude Code Max at $200 a month, ChatGPT Pro at $200, Cursor at $20, and Gemini at $20. That totals $440 a month, or $5,280 a year. If you compare that to GMKtec's extracted product price of $1,999, the break-even window can look fast. If you compare it to the Micro Center listing I found at $3,299, it is slower. Either way, the core point is not that everyone should cancel everything tomorrow. The real question is usage pattern. If you only need occasional high-quality answers, cloud subscriptions still win. If you need private document work, repeated local experiments, long coding sessions, or local agents that run all day, a one-time hardware purchase starts to make sense. So the honest headline is this: local AI hardware is becoming a subscription hedge. It will not replace every frontier model plan, but it can replace a lot of repeated local inference, and it can remove per request anxiety from workflows that should never have left your desk in the first place. The setup story is also more grounded than the viral version. The post says install Ollama, pull the model, and point Claude code at localhost. That is the right mental model, but real life has details. AMD's source page names Ollama, Llama.cpp, LM Studio, VLLM, PyTorch, Comfy UI, and ROCm. In practice, most people would use Linux for the heaviest local AI workloads because memory allocation and GPU support tend to be better there. GMKtec ships Windows, and AMD says the platform is meant to support both Windows and Linux. For a normal local AI stack, the practical path is simple. Install the driver stack. Install Ollama or LM Studio. Pull a model that fits the memory budget. Expose a local OpenAI-compatible endpoint when the tool supports it. Then connect your chat UI, coding assistant, or internal agent to that local endpoint. That is not a 10-minute guarantee for every person. It is a 10-minute idea with a real setup checklist behind it. The point is that the pieces are no longer science projects. They are mainstream tools running on a box that is finally big enough for serious models. Here are the trade-offs the hype thread cannot skip. This is not a Mac Mini. It is larger, hotter, and more power-hungry under load. It also depends heavily on AMD's RCM and driver support. If you want the smoothest possible consumer app experience, a cloud plan still feels easier. The model claims also need labels. GMKtec says Qwen 3235B can run locally. AMD says Ryzen AI Halo can run up to 200 billion parameter models. Those are source claims, not TechWealth hands-on benchmarks. We are not pretending we tested throughput, thermals, noise, or day-long reliability on this box. Cloud models still matter. They are still better for the highest-end reasoning, the newest closed models, large hosted agent workflows, and anything where uptime matters more than control. If a business needs guaranteed availability, a single mini PC under a desk is not an infrastructure plan. But local wins on privacy, predictable cost, offline access, and the freedom to experiment without watching a meter. That is the trade, convenience versus control. The bigger signal is not one GMKtec box. It is the direction of the market. AI is moving from a website you visit to a compute layer that sits beside your work. AMD says the PC is becoming both the interface for AI interaction and the local execution layer for real-time tasks. That line matters. A local agent that can read files, run tools, remember context, and call models without sending every request to a remote API is a different product category. For developers, this means private code review, local repo analysis, test generation, and long-running experiments can happen without burning cloud tokens. For creators, it means local research assistance. For small businesses, it means internal knowledge-based search and automation without handing everything to a SaaS platform. The first wave of AI was cloud-first because nothing on a desk could compete. Ryzen AI Halo says that is changing. Not for every model, not for every user, but enough that the default question flips from, why run this locally, to why should this leave my machine at all? So yes, the viral headline is exaggerated. Lisa Su did not kill every AI subscription with one mini PC. But she did show the shape of the next battle. Cloud AI is still where the absolute frontier lives. Local AI is where privacy, cost control, and always-on agents start to become practical. The EVO-X2 is interesting because it packages that shift into something people can actually buy. The watch item now is not just tokens per second. It is how quickly tools like Ollama, LM Studio, coding agents, and local memory systems make this hardware feel as simple as subscribing to another web app. If you want more source-grounded breakdowns of the AI hardware and agent stack, subscribe to TechWealth Hub. I will keep separating the real platform shifts from the hype.